Hello, gentle viewer. I've kind of gotten a bit of my composure back, as you can tell. Look at my face, and you can see that I'm composed again. You can look at my wardrobe, I'm composed again. The situation I discussed before with the property management group, well, that will be taken care of. But let me try to get back to who I am, who I was, here in the public. Coming to you tonight to let you know that black folks, quit being ashamed to be associated with white folks. Quit trying to alienate the white folks. I'm going to tell you this because I want to show you. So I'm going to show you three pictures. I want to show you three pictures in succession. Let's go here. Let's have a look at it. All right. So you saw it there yourself. White folks. Black, Hispanic, white folks. A mixture. The melting pot here in America. But they're all out there protesting. That was out in Berkeley, California. Protesting the fact that Daniel Pantaleo, but I think Pantaleo sounds better, so that's what I'm calling that biatch. Daniel Pantaleo, and if you want to have a shootout at the OK Corral without his buddies and shit, fuck it, we do that shit. We set that shit up. Because if I had a gun, I would practice with it. Be damn sure good at it, too, because I'm older than his ass. Had more practice. But they're out there protesting. Because I want y'all to understand something. I want y'all to understand something right quick. Without white people backing our cause or our position, shot, our black asses would still be enslaved, probably. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? And if we wasn't still enslaved, we wouldn't have gotten out of slavery as long ago as we did. We wouldn't have had civil rights as long ago as we did. Might have had civil rights in 2010. Might have gotten out of slavery in 1900. But the fact of the matter is that back then, certain white folks stood with us. Because there were economic and social differences between the North and the South. And even though I say economic and social, the majority of that shit was economic because it's all about the money. It's all shit. Because my money's way over there right now. That shit's way over there. But I ain't got but about 40 some odd dollars now. Shit. Nigga was hungry. Bought a little breakfast. Then bought some snacks and shit after lunch. Shit, motherfucker hungry. And don't know why, because my weight equipment ain't set up. Probably try to set that shit up by Wednesday or something. Just so I could take the shit apart again. Because once they give me my check for all my fucking money, I'm going to be moving to another place. But it's economics. Because, look, let's check this shit out. If I'm in the North and I have an industry and I'm trying to produce shit, the northern states, they didn't have no slaves up there. Sure, I have to pay y'all 25 cents an hour. Even though it wasn't no minimum wage, I probably had to pay y'all a quarter an hour, 20 cents an hour, some shit like that. So y'all get your asses up in there working the factories and shit. Get your ass to work. You'll probably be having sick days and health care and all that kind of shit. So I might only be making $1 million per month. Then you had them fat ass white daddies down there in the South with their free labor. They ain't paying no 20 cents an hour. Ain't no fucking sick days. Nigga, you gotta cold get your ass out in that hot sun to burn that cold out of your fucking system. Oh, you got a fever? I know feed a cold, starve a fever. You got a fever? Shit. It'll be hotter outside with that whip on your ass than it will be if you try to get inside and stay inside, because then you still gonna have that whip on your ass, and I'm gonna lock you up in the hot box. So what you want? You want the hot box? You want to be out there picking that cotton, talk about, let me get some massa. Get the cotton. It's cotton massa. Economic reasons. That shit, as far as I'm concerned, first and foremost. I mean, yeah, you had other shit in there, state versus federal rights. Then you had the abolitionists up north, who generally were white. Well, hold on. Speaking of white, oh well, shit. It's not white. It's clear, but it's close enough to white for me. Mm-hmm. But then you had the new states that were coming into the union as well. That was the Kansas bleed or some shit like that. I don't know. When they had new states coming in and you had folks from Missouri going to Kansas. I don't know what the fuck they call them, the white ruffians or something. Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. I got this shit over here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Where is that shit? Okay, so it's down here. Oh, border ruffians. Border, white, whatever the fuck. But they was white. They had coming in the state because basically they were saying, all right, well, if, you know, the state, the majority of people in that state were saying, okay, we want a slave state instead of a free state, it's going to be a slave state. So motherfuckers from Missouri coming on up in there saying, because they wanted slaves. They wanted that free labor. And then, shit, what's one of them other reasons? I got that shit over here. Some other damn reasons of shit. Oh, shit, that's damn near about it. I mean, they elected Lincoln and figured, okay, Lincoln was going to be anti-slavery, but he was going to be anti-slavery because the people that backed him in the North. You know, we both in business. I have to pay for my labor. You don't have to pay for yours. Fuck that shit. I'm going to elect Lincoln. And then everybody's going to pay for labor. We're going to be even. Because I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers down south having more money than me. But see, we needed white people back then to back our cause. To back the cause of our freedom. Freedom for everybody. Let's everybody be free. Man, let's look at today. Let's look at today. The guy got some poll shit up over here. Throw some motherfucking numbers at you. But you already saw them Caucasian and Hispanic, them non-black people, protesting the fact that there was no indictment of Daniel Pantaleo / Pantaleo or whatever the fuck. And the thing is this, get the stats, got to get the stats because I'm going to put this on the shame to be black. So, you had, 57 to 22%. You know, there was some damn, 3% more or less on either side or whatever the fuck. And I know it doesn't add up to 100%, but that's on them because maybe the other 21% said, fuck you, don't call me on the phone. I ain't trying to do that shit. But it's 57% to 22% that said Daniel Pantaleo should have been charged. The charges should have been brought against him. And you had with Michael Brown 50 to 37%. With stating that the grand jury made the correct decision. So what the fuck? 57% believe that Daniel Pantaleo should be in jail, and only 37% believe that Darren Wilson should be up under the fucking jail. And that's actually reversed for me. I don't know. Said I never go with the trends and shit. Hold up. Hydration time. Because both people did the wrong thing. Michael Brown and Eric Garner. Garner, like I said, he should just stuck his hands out, take me to jail because I'm going to fucking sue you. Have a nice day. Michael Brown, but it's probably because Michael Brown, from most accounts, had an altercation with the officer and was shot. And that might be why they're saying, oh, well, Wilson, a lot of people, or the majority saying, oh, well, we don't believe Wilson should have been shot. When I say majority shot, There's like a telephone survey of 1,507 adults, and there were 1,114 respondents. So that's why you don't even have 100%, because not everybody responded. You call me with that shit, I ain't responding either. Shot. The first 48 on TV right over there. It's hard for me not to be looking at that shit. Well, shit, let me just force myself to turn the fuck back. But that's why you have that shit. And then they break that shit down by race and by age as well. See? And I'm going to find that white shit I saw in here. Okay. So here we go. Both cases, blacks overwhelmingly say the grand juries erred by not bringing charges. 80% in the Michael Brown case and 90% in the Eric Garner case. But among our white brothers in the human race, 2/3 say the grand jury made the right decision in the Michael Brown case, but it was 47-28 in the Eric Garner case. And I can only speculate, and the thing is that Michael Brown had an altercation with the white police officer before he was shot. Eric Garner didn't have an altercation with anybody, even though he resisted arrest in a non-violent fashion. I mean, think of Dr. Martin Luther King, who was straight up non-violent. And he's non-violent, and they're protesting. And then they put that chokehold on him and choked the fuck out of him until he's dead. That very well could have happened. It didn't, but it could have. Eric Garner resisted arrest, but in a non-violent fashion, and died as a result. Michael Brown resisted arrest initially in a violent fashion. And I'm speculating once again, but I figure that's why our Caucasian brethren look upon us more along the lines that Daniel Pantaleo should have been indicted, whereas Darren Wilson shouldn't. But without white people taking a stand with us, no one's going to give a fuck about us but us. That's the thing right there. So quit fucking with people just because they have a Caucasian friend, just because they associate with Caucasian people. Because if we are going to get anywhere insofar as equality, even if we're going to talk separate but equal, have our own, say, community within the American society. Look at the Chinese. You always got Chinatown and whatnot. Japanese, Japantown, Little Korea. What is that shit up in New York? I forget what the motherfucking Russians and shit. Something Beach. All these ethnicities, these races, have their own communities within the American community. Except for black folks. I've never seen, I haven't been all over the country, I've seen quite a bit of it, but I've never seen Little Africa or Blackie Town, Negroville, and those shit like that. All I've seen is Martin Luther King Boulevards, and usually that's in the worst fucking part of town. See Martin Luther King Boulevard, you know you took the wrong fucking turn. You need to turn the fuck around. But we need to work with the non-black people who sympathize with our position in order to get anywhere. Otherwise, people are just going to look at that shit on TV. Another one bites the dust. Anyway, this is me trying to come back. This is me trying to be myself again. Peace. I'm out.